Dive into the Beatitudes, a set of blessings imparted by Jesus in Matthew 5, verses 3 to 12, during the Sermon on the Mount. These 8 blessings delineate the qualities of citizens of heaven and reveal the lifestyle God delights in. First, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Being poor in spirit refers to humility, acknowledging our inability and insufficiency before God. Such an attitude leads us to rely on God, not our own strength, echoing the lessons from the history of Israel that all accomplishments stem from God's grace. Second, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. This is not just about sadness, but a heartfelt sorrow for sins and the brokenness of the world. God promises to comfort these individuals, offering solace and renewal amidst spiritual mourning. Jesus encourages us to experience God's mercy and healing in our sorrow for sins. Third, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Meekness is not weakness but inner strength and tolerance, as Jesus himself demonstrated when facing persecution. The meek rely on God, not their own power, to claim earthly blessings, and God promises that such hearts will inherit heavenly promises. Fourth, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. God calls us to not be satisfied with our current spiritual state, but to continually pursue his righteousness and holiness. God treasures a heart that hungers and thirsts for righteousness, promising to satisfy such pursuit. Christians should always retain this hunger and thirst, continually progressing for deeper spiritual growth. Fifth, blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Mercy is concern and help for others' needs, not just an emotion, but an action. God also promises that when we treat others with kindness, he will treat us with the same mercy. This teaches us to have the mind of Christ in our lives, conveying God's love to others. Sixth, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. The pure in heart are those with a pure inner self, longing to be close to God. They shed worldly contamination and love God with single-minded devotion. Such a life allows one to truly experience God's presence, drawing near to him each day. Seventh, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, calls us to emulate him, becoming ambassadors of peace. Christians are called to be reconcilers in disputes, demonstrating a distinct love and patience, and thus are recognized as children of God. Eighth, blessed are those persecuted for righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This reminds us that pursuing righteousness may bring persecution, even suffering, but Jesus says that enduring persecution for God's righteousness is blessed, indicating their belonging to the kingdom of heaven. God promises such lives will enjoy the abundant blessings of the kingdom. The Beatitudes are more than a moral standard. They are the lifestyle of the citizens of heaven. As Christians, we aim to reflect God's love through humility, mourning, meekness, hunger and thirst, mercy, purity, peace, and enduring persecution. May God help us live such lives, showing the world the beauty and glory of the kingdom of heaven,